Laura. Did y'all like the new background? I still haven't flipped the picture around. Oh my god. What's going on? Oh man, it's been a minute. Feels like forever. Forever. I haven't talked to you all in forever. What's going on? Oh man, we have a great show for tonight. I'm excited. Watch party. Oh my god. Let me make sure I put on this a little bit. Okay. Oh my god, what's happening? How y'all doing? It's been so long. So many days. Yeah, I apologize for the delay. And I apologize to my members. I am so sorry I was not able to go live on Sunday. Oh man. Y'all, I just need a breakthrough right now. It's a lot happening, a lot going on. A couple of you guys know about, but pray for me. That's all I gotta say. Pray for me. Need a hit the lottery type of breakthrough. So, but I am so glad to be here with you guys. I hope you guys have been checking out my videos. I've been premiering. We finally got the video analysis done of the comparisons between Prince of Pan Crust Pizza, Umar Johnson's FDMG School versus LeBron James. I promise that is finally up and out. Make sure you guys are watching that video. Hit the like button on that. Let's get the views up on it. I'm doing some little clips and stuff. My brother in Christ, Jay Witt, gave me some tips and stuff to create, create some little shorts and little videos, mini videos on it to kind of give a teaser. So you can break it down in parts, I guess, in StreamYard. So that's what I've been doing. I've been trying out. So I don't know if you guys have noticed the shorts, YouTube shorts, and the little 2-3 minute clips that have been posted. That's from what's being generated here in StreamYard. I was like, well, I got to pay for it. Might as well put it to good use. My glasses are foggy. All right. So shout out to all of you. Shout out to my moms up in here, Laura. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for your patience. That's right. Dr. Squatch Products, you guys, we have a partnership with Dr. Squatch. Buy some soap, deodorant, toothpaste, whatever, mouthwash, all the good stuff. They got cologne. They got everything. Get the soap, individual packs, the multi-packs. Buy a lot of soap and then send Umar a pack. Tell him it's from Lady Luck Club. Umar is the whole book of Negroes and some. Clown. He's such a clown. So shout out to all of you. Let's get some comments in. What's going on, Francisca? How you doing? Black Anonymous, how you doing? Up in here, everybody up in here. Make sure you guys check out the products that will be tagged in the description for the Dr. Squatch products. We do have a partnership, and I do get a commission on the sale. So just have to put that disclaimer out there that I do receive a commission from the sales of soap and stuff. But so far, we'll get more partnerships coming through as the channel continues to grow, which, I still want to hit that 30,000 subscriber target by September 30th. So I need you guys' help with that. Please share the videos. Tell everybody about the channel. Because information that's being shared here, let me tell you all, is something that you don't want to miss. But we bring the facts, we bring the receipts, and I want to shout out to Lenon Honor for being so gracious and sending over a copy of that deed that I had in the video. I couldn't get a copy of it. I think it was $4 or $5. I was like, man, I my budget is so tight. I have to be cheap, y'all. It just happens that way. So that's why I said I need a breakthrough. I need a big breakthrough. But he was able to gracious enough to send over a copy of it. So that was incorporated in that video, just so you guys can see from whatever Umar's claiming he owns. Now that deed is in the name of FDMG LLC, not in his name. There's a big difference. And if it was in his name would have been on the deed as the second party. So Umar technically don't own shit. Oh, Umar, you whole book of Negroes. Oh man. All right. Everybody speak to everybody. Thank you so much. Laura holding it down. She's my ace here in StreamYard in case you guys ever need anything. Look at that. That's enough time to grab that popcorn. Oh man, y'all get some popcorn, get you some Kool-Aid, get you some bottled water. Yeah, I said Kool-Aid. Grape, red, purple. Yeah, back in the day, we used to like name Kool-Aid by the color. Yeah, never mind the flavor. Live it's 20 goal. Live goal is $25 per live stream. Absolutely, thank you so much, Laura, for that. We have a $25 goal every live stream, and sometimes we hit it, sometimes we don't. So if we hit it, we hit it. If we don't, we don't. But either way, it does go towards the expenses of the channel, the StreamYard, the Xfinity, light bill. You know, it's stuff that you need to create content. So I always say those main three things because that's what I need to create videos. So anytime you guys want a receipt, let me know. I have no problem posting that up. As a matter of fact, I got to post up. I had a credit on Amazon from fantastic supporters that had given some gift cards, and I had to get some new headphones. So hopefully the headphones will be here. It'll be the wireless, so I can get rid of the clunky headphones up here, and you guys will be able to see my full face and my mohawk hair, and my curly hair. And I won't have these, big honky headphones. It'll just be the little wireless buds or whatever, and hopefully it'll give better quality sound as well. But I definitely want to get this off my head because I can't take it. So I did get that. Yay! See, contributions at work. I have to post that receipt up because I normally do that. I just haven't had time to do it. So hopefully you guys have been catching those videos that have been premiering. Oh my God, there's so much going on, so much to talk about. But I am going to be doing a couple quick videos after the live tonight so that they can premiere tomorrow morning while I'm at work, and you guys are able to catch that with it's a couple videos that I saw with Umar. Ugh. Talking about he say he was the most requested scholar on YouTube or some shit. Yeah, you can't make this up with that clown. I said, "Oh hell yeah, I'm reacting to this one." He's just like, Umar is a gift that keeps on giving with content. He's the one that doing it to himself. You gonna go on social media, any social media, and be a clown, but then expect no one to laugh at your ass. What's going on with the mother? Like, Umar, we want sign of life. We want your mother to be able to see her other children. We want a wellness check done. That's what we really want. You can kick rocks and jump off a bridge. We want your mom to be okay. And he's still been stubborn about that. Like, that's troublesome to me. Very troubling. Troubles my spirit. Knowing that he's not letting anyone see his mother. Even her own children. That troubles me. So, just want to make that loud and clear. That's not normal. And that stuff you see that happens on America's Most Wanted or something, and then everybody's like, "Well, I didn't know he could be that way, or they could do that, or they were capable of doing that." When we've been sitting here the whole time saying it is not normal to sit here and house your mother in the house, who's bedridden and wheelchair bound, and you won't even let the cop do a wellness check. That's not normal at all. Sign number one, big red flag. So when something serious happens, everybody's like, I'm just shocked. Why? How? You missed all the other videos that I've been doing here. Lady Luck Club, everybody, Lene Stacks, everybody been saying, where's the mom? Everybody else been saying that. Come on. Produce your mother. That's it. And then he can go say whatever he want to say or not say in front of a school in the dark. But produce your mother. All right, I'm done fussing. Y'all, we're going to get to it. Any of the exposed investigations. What's going on? Y'all get your Kool-Aid and your popcorn ready. What's going on, RTs? Shout out to RTs for the background, you all. Look at the y'all see my little sign over here, my little magnifying glass. That's so balling to me. Artiste did all of this. She actually does all of my backgrounds and stuff, the little emoticons for the members and stuff. She does all of that. So shout out to Artiste, fantastic, just artistic creator in your own way, and I appreciate it here. Once the channel gets to the point where I'm, hitting 50, 60,000, and I can bless you back in return for your time and service and putting this together. You don't charge me, but I still want to be able to bless you. There's a couple of you guys here in the LLC that I would love to just be able to bless and return, the blessing you've given to me. So, and to all the members, my apologies for not being able to go live on Sunday. I actually was looking forward to it, but it was just a lot going on. And I couldn't. But Sunday coming up, we will be live with our next Spanish class. I still got Duolingo lingo up. So I'm excited. I'm ready for it. Muy buena. Let's see. Ralph Mars, what's up? Hello, everyone. What's going on? Ralph, how you doing? Say, what's going on? Here we go. Hey, Willis, how you doing? Peace and Pain Universe. Y'all ready for the watch party? So the best way for me to learn, and I'm just getting some more buenos tardes. I know that. Good evening. Hola, ¿cómo está? Muy bien. Muy buena. If you mix that strawberry and cherry Kool-Aid together, that's a fancy red beverage. Oh man, if you want to add a little something else to it, get that strawberry kiwi up in there. Get that strawberry kiwi added in there. Woo, child. Ooh, all that red coming together. It's so good. Y'all, I got my soda, and I got some goldfish cracker cookies, whatever this is. I'm ready. Y'all ready for this watch party? I told y'all, get y'all snacks. It's about to get good up in here. Best way to learn about Umar the Clown, because he is, is to start from the beginning. And I put out a poll, I want to say 2 months ago, about a watch party for the series that Lenon Honor has on his channel called War on Black Boys. So I figured that would be a great way for those like me who are still learning, especially the historical context of, Prince of Pancrust Pizza that he is, and to kind of get an understanding of how we got here, especially with his behavior, his mentality, the erratic behavior he's been displaying lately is just out of control. But there had to be a starting point, and so he has a fantastic series that I wanted to check out with you all. And so far, I think he's at episode 12, 11, something like that. And I was like, well, why not just do a watch party on those series? It's a collection of a myriad of videos, information and knowledge. He drops receipts. Lenon Honor has been on Umar's neck for a while, and we bless God for it. So why not just do a live show or a watch party and react to his series? So that's what we're gonna do. I'm still gonna do content on Prince of Pancrust Pizza, but I do want to watch the series with you all, and that'll be what we do for the live shows here and there. I know tomorrow I want to kind of go over his radio interview he did with, what was it, Baba Yaga, Baba Yoda, something from Star Wars. Yeah, this is some name out of Star Wars. Baba Yaga. What's his name? Yoda. It's about Baby Yoda. It's Baby Yoda. Hey, whatever. Father Baby Yoda. So whoever the guy is, he looks like he is all of Abraham. He looks like Abraham. Yeah, the guy looks like Abraham, okay? So Father Baby Yoda did a radio interview with the Prince of Pancrust Pizza. So y'all don't pay me no mind, okay? You gotta laugh sometimes. Father Baby Yoda had a radio interview with the Prince of Pancrust Pizza for about a good hour, and all he did was scream and yell in the phone in the interview, as opposed to just going in person. Because he had a camera in there in the interview in the radio station. So why not just go in person and talk to Father Baby Yoda one on one, and you're doing it over the radio, right? So he's on the phone yelling and screaming. I have not heard the entire interview. So I want to check that out tomorrow for our live stream. Or you guys let me know if you want to just let's do the series, and then I can do a pre-recorded video of the interview and a couple other clips like Tabitha Brown, Black Knight TV, Black Light TV did a video. What if Umar was a cartoon character from South Park? I really want to see that. I have not seen it. I'm resisting the urge to watch it. So I want to react to that. So we can either do that in tomorrow's live, because as it gets closer to the end of the week, it's easier for me to do a live stream. So we could do that tomorrow for the live, or we can just continue on with the War on Black Boys series, watch parties, and then I can do a pre-recorded video. So you guys let me know which one you want to, what route you want to go. But I think the War on Black Boys will be live stream shows. I won't react to that in a pre-recorded video. I will do a live stream on that, because I think it's just so much fun to be able to watch that with you all. And I did the poll in the post, and everybody wanted to see it. So let's go. We got to do it. Put your Kool-Aid, put ice in it, or not. But get the picture, put it next to you. Get up and go to the bathroom. Go wash your hands. Make sure you wash your hands. Go to the bathroom. Go potty. If you gotta go do that, go do it now. Get your goldfish and your drink and your Kool-Aid and your popcorn and your M&Ms. Go get it all together. We about to get ready on this watch party, y'all. 31 people watching. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Hit the like button so we can keep this video up in the algorithm. You guys make sure you're checking out the video analysis of FDMG Leadership Academy versus I Promise School. All right, my whole goal was to obliterate Umar in that. And I did. Whole goofy clown. He's never going to open that school, y'all. So I'm excited. Umar got that Kool-Aid that will put you to sleep. I heard. Yeah, you got to be careful, because based on what Lenon told us, his refrigerator is full of mysteries. Okay. It's not very clean. I wouldn't eat or drink none of it. Ugh. Like, I just, you gotta wonder if he smells like what his house sounds like. And the poor mom up in there. I mean, come on. Most requested panhandler in the universe, more like. Yep. Umar has Kool-Aid in them cabinets since 1989. I'm concerned for his mother too. We all are. We all are Black Anonymous. We all are. Black Anonymous Karma is dealing with Umar because of how he treats his mother. Absolutely. As far as I'm concerned, Lenon Honor is doing the Lord's work in regards to Umar Johnson. Yes. And we bless God for it. He didn't let them dox it. They didn't dox that man and everything. Talked about his kids that have nothing to do with this. Bringing in minor children. Like, he still prevails and persists through. And I'm so happy he's doing that. Keep your foot on his neck, Lenon Honor. So, shout out to him. He's fantastic, y'all. If you was something else. Yeah, I heard Father Baby Yoda was just sitting there letting you guys just ran on. It's like, dude, you got to take control of your radio station here. You let him just dictate and run all over you in this interview. Is, I didn't hear the whole thing. I did hear like portions of it, and all I heard was just Umar over talking him. It's like, take control of your radio station. If I give someone my platform and I say, hey, you can go out and freestyle it, I'll ask some questions, I'll chime in, but let you see, like when Lene came up on, in the Lady Luck Club on the platform, I told her, you can have at it. I want you to get it all out. But I'm careful to say that with certain people. Somehow, like Umar, you can't give him control of your show, because then it ends up being a bunch of mess, and he's yelling the whole time like a man baby child. No one understood what you were saying and all that screaming, Umar. Why is you yelling? Y'all ready? 37 people watching. Hopefully you guys got your snacks, you got your drinks, you going to the bathroom. We about to get started, y'all. I'm so excited here. Umar had a whole storyline planned before he did that interview. I know. Yeah, it was just yelling. From what I heard, he was just yelling. Even up the likes, please. What's going on, Boston man? How you doing? He might have that natural smell because a man gotta smell like a man. No, child. He probably smell like old cheese and burnt bacon or something. You never know. Oh man. What's going on, Dr. CB? Hashtag go vegan. That's yeah, hey, do what you gotta do. Vegan. I don't eat beef or pork. So far I just do chicken, turkey, seafood, certain seafood. I'll do lamb meat. I'll do lamb chops. But beef and pork, nah. Yeah, my body's like, nah, we over that. I've listened to several interviews with Baba David and Umar. Baba David is a longtime supporter of Umar, so that's how their interview go. Oh wow. He looks like he's Father Christmas. So he's too old to sit here and still be trying to kiss up to Umar's ass. Like Umar, he only calls him father anything because Baba, he takes his side. But let Father Baba say something he doesn't like. And then all of a sudden that whole father respect thing goes out the window. Because we all know Umar's got daddy issues and mama issues and black people issues and money issues, personality issues. He just got issues. So he got a lot of issues. So, you got to basically agree with him and kiss his ass just for him to even come out with this fake respect for you. But let David Baba say something he doesn't like, and it's going to be no different than how he sees Lenon on him. That's how narcissists act. People like Umar, he's a narcissist. He only cares about himself and how he feels and what he thinks, and that's it. If he had any respect for that man, he would not have overtaken his radio show. But, he doesn't. It's all about him getting it all out. Umar, you're a piece of crap. So, man, let's get some more comments in before we get started. All right, y'all. Claims black people spend too much on bathing. Oh, someone order some Dr. Squatch soap and send it to his ass and tell him to get used to it. He talk about people spend too much time bathing. That's gross. What's wrong with him? Y'all know how many infections probably live within his neck. He probably live up his armpit. There's a whole universe in there. Boy, let's not even go down to what his feet look like. Yeah, it's hell growing underneath his feet. Literally. Like, literally. Yeah, universes in his armpits. All the bacteria that you could think of that belong at the CDC and the crevices of his neck. Talking about he done bathing. Black people bathe too much. He's such an idiot. God. Oh my God. I was a food tester, secret shopper when I was a kid. Everyone needs to go vegan. I'm not a fan of groupie. I'm an agent that quit. Hey, I hear you. Yeah, healthy is the way to go. I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna feel bad about eating these Golden Grams. But it is, get some more fruits and vegetables in your life. I had salad earlier, trying to just, me personally, when it comes to certain seasons, I just certain foods I don't eat. I don't like eating heavy soul food like that when it's hot. It just makes you sluggish. So yeah, if you gotta go vegan, do it. No shame here on that. Cutting down meat one by one, and after a while, you don't even miss it. So I think chicken might be really hard, but at some point, I'll get there. I'll get there. He might smell like stale butt and steak. Umar calling the host Baba didn't sound respectful at all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know his name, and he doesn't say anything that indicates that he respects the man. He just, he goes along with if you kiss his ass, then he cool with you. Like Charlemagne and Mark Lamont, who's always making excuses for him, but they would never let their kids go to his school either. So, if it ever opened, because it's not gonna open. He did at Francesca Harrison. That is real at Lady Luck Club. Yeah. He wanted people to give him redemption. What's going on? You just stick because he got universes living in his armpit. Oh Lord, he wanted people to give him their soap money and the grit money. He's I want your weed money and your grits money. He could smell like button stale Fritos. Yeah, that's it's probably like his, left pinky toe. God knows what's down there. I eat spinach every day. Yeah, y'all better eat some. My grandmother used to eat garlic a lot. It was good for your heart. So, and she was very healthy until she passed away. She passed away from dementia. So, the only health issue she had was some blood pressure, but hence the garlic. But she never had any heart disease or anything like that. Never had diabetes. She didn't have any of that. So she was very healthy. Until she got sick and dementia got really bad. So, hey, y'all better eat healthy now. Eat healthy. All right, y'all. Y'all ready? We finna get to it. I am so excited for this. I've been wanting to check out this series for a couple months. So, for those who did the polls um, on the post, thank you so much for participating in that and letting me know what you guys wanted to check out. This is going to be in this live stream. We're going to cover part 1 and part 2. So far, I think there's 10. I got a few videos. I got up to part 10 saved. So we're just going to do part 1 and part 2 from Lenon Honor's channel. Shout out to him. If you guys have not subscribed to Lenon Honor, most of you have probably, but if you haven't, please go subscribe to his channel. Check out his content. Make sure you hit the like button on his videos. Leave a comment and let him know that Lady Luck Club sent you his way. We're going to get to it. I'm ready for this watch party. So we're doing 1 and 2, and then in the next live stream, we'll do 3 and 4. We'll do it 2 by 2 until we've caught up where Lenon is releasing new videos for the War on Black Boys, and we are able to tune in at the same time. So let's go. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see and hear.
As I said earlier, there will be a long day for every grade. The long day for second graders, where they will have dinner in their business suit with their class and class teacher and their school principal will be Tuesday. Third graders, their long day will be Wednesday. Fourth graders, their long day will be Thursday. Your students will be dropped off to their homes following the dinner and fireside chat with Dr. Umar Johnson. The fireside chat is a post-dinner activity where your sons and I will cuddle near the fireside.
No,
Where
Lord.
your sons and I will cuddle
Jesus Christ.
near the fireside. Where your sons and I will cuddle.
Oh my God. What the hell? What? Wait, this is how this starts off? That's how this starts, y'all. Hold on, I gotta start over. I can't believe what I just heard.
As I said earlier, there will be a long day for every grade. The long day for second graders, where they will have dinner in their business suit with their class and class teacher and their school principal will be Tuesday.
Yeah.
Third graders, their long day will be Wednesday. Fourth graders, their long day will be Thursday. Your students will be dropped off to their homes following the dinner and fireside chat with Dr. Umar Johnson. The fireside chat is a post-dinner activity where your sons and I will cuddle near the fireside. Where your sons and I will cuddle near the fireside. Where your sons and I will cuddle.
He said we your sons and I will cuddle. What the hell? Umar, you're sick. You're sick. He said your sons and I will cuddle. Y'all, he doesn't have any boys. He's got what, 3 girls? Maybe I'm wrong. Didn't he have a baby recently? Is that a boy or girl? This is insane. Did y'all hear that? Something is wrong with him. Something is really wrong with him. Didn't he go to an all boys school in the military, or where his he went to military school, right? With all boys. Y'all got to remember that now. Who knows what he picked up, what little behavior he picked up in an all boys school. Let's think about this now. Military school, the school he went to, wasn't it all boys when he was sent away to military school? Correct me if I'm wrong. He has he don't even hug his daughter. I know, right? I'm sorry to pause it so early. But didn't he went to his mother sent him off to military school. That was all boys, was it not? If somebody can confirm that for me. It wasn't an all boys school he went to. Because if it was, that explains a lot. And it'll explain this behavior here of what we're seeing. Who knows what he was exposed to at that school? Sounds like grooming actually does, right? Oh my God. Laura said, nope. I know. I have two boys. He thinks this is Hogwarts. Yeah, I cannot believe what I just saw. That's why I had to put the closed caption on. It cuddle. Y'all see this word cuddle? Who cut? What? Oh my God. Exactly, Artiste. This is his house.
My thing is y'all need to. What happened?
What? That's how his house looks. Right. Very.
On August the 21st of 2019, this summer, I want to have a grand opening of the FDMG building, Team Pan-African headquarters. I want to have a conference. I want music. I want fashion show. I want seminar. I want yoga class. I want African language. I want a musical concert. Right across the street, we got a big park. We want to rent that out and do a big park, a big celebration with food and festivals and activities for the children with over 100 vendors.
Yoga. I don't know not one person that does yoga. Ew. Isn't that his house? Or is that the school? That's the school. What the hell?
It is a tour of the inside of the school. You don't get to see as much of it as I would have liked you to, because the lighting is not on in the school. We have to get that turned on. I have to go to the electric and gas company on Monday.
Maybe it's Tavares. Tavares.
Memphis, Tennessee, October 5th. So we got back-to-back Memphis. Back-to-back Memphis.
He looks old without hair. Look how old he looks. He Fatunde. Liar Fatunde. He look bad right here. What was he doing?
King Kong consciousness.
Notorious RBG. Most requested black scholar in the world, not America, not South America,
Oh, hell,
not
he didn't.
Asia, not Europe, not Australia. I said the whole damn planet. You're talking to the most requested black scholar on the whole damn planet. 10 years and counting.
Y'all,
You can't.
this the same video I was gonna do a regular pre-recorded video on. No, hell, he didn't. Most requested something on anything is just a far reach. When your house is stacked up with paper and boxes and dust mites and bugs and your refrigerator is a war zone upon itself. This is so narcissistic of him. I can't get past him talking about cuddling with boys at the fireside. I can't get past that because I have 2 boys. And I'm glad you said this. I'm gonna go up to, and this is very important here. Dr. CB said he does yoga. Oh, cool. You have to do some videos and show us some yoga because I don't know nobody do yoga. Hold on. Yes, military schools are all men or boys. So thank you, Boston Man. Now y'all see what he's coming from with that about fireside cuddling with boys, because that's probably what he did in school. But Artis made a good point here. Not every black boy have an absent father. I don't think that the fathers would approve, because what? Exactly. See, my boys would never ever go through anything like that because they have a father. He goes for women who are single parents that don't have the fathers in the home. Because what grown man would allow their son to cuddle with this roly-poly Swiss roll belly filled, pork belly rind filled piece of shit? Talking about he's going to cuddle with boys at the fireside. What real man would let his son do that? So naturally, he targets those who don't have a father in the home. And then, of course, it makes it easier for him to get next to the mothers when it seems like he just hates women. You're talking about cuddling with, you don't speak to doing that with women, grown women that way. But you say something about cuddling with a boy? That's intimate. You're trying to be intimate with little boys? That's an intimate act. But it's nothing you hear about him trying to do with his own daughters or a woman. He'll talk about a woman's private part, but he won't sit here and talk about being intimate with a woman. Not just having S relation. Intimacy does not involve S relations all the time. But he's saying he's going to have an intimate act, like cuddling, with some boys by the fireside. Y'all, you can't make this up. I can't believe it. He made me turn on the closed caption because I just had to see the words. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's get back to it.
Stop me.
Wow.
Run those donations. Where those donations at?
In my wallet.
Cash.me/$FDMG school. Run them donations. Cash.me/$FDMG school.
Crazy.
It's a movement.
Umar Johnson's War on Black Boys, the shockumentary he doesn't want you to see. This short documentary will illustrate how Umar Johnson's threats of physical violence are consistently directed at Black boys, Black women, and Black men, and that his rhetoric reveals a deep-seated hatred for Black women, Black girls, and so-called Black male thugs. Furthermore, this documentary will illustrate how Umar Johnson has continuously issued threats of physical violence against people who have spoken out against his dangerous and hate-filled rhetoric while encouraging his followers to act violently on his behalf.
We are in the middle of a war. I want all my Dr. Umar supporters, Team Ifa Tunde, suit up, buckle up, grip up, because I'm done with the dumb shit from the haters.
Umar Abdullah Johnson, a.k.a. Jermaine Shoemake, was born on August 21st, 1974 in North Central Philadelphia. Umar Johnson, the self-proclaimed Prince of Pan-Africanism, has a torrid history of threatening people with physical...
He looked like a whole orange that went rot. You dumb tangerine. Them me tell you something, ape shit. You talk about haters, Umar, and you want to sit here and wage a war on someone because words. You have no spine. We all know you have no confidence and self-esteem, but words somehow hurt you. But you claim to be, a Donkey Kong of some sort. You're the most weakest little punk beta male I've ever witnessed. Walking around here, absolute narcissism on steroids. Waging wars on people because they said things you didn't like. That could be factually true. Most of it is. I know what I say is factually true. Unbelievable. Let's not forget the fact that he sends out his cult members to break the law. I mean, doxing is illegal. Cyber stalking, all that stuff that can be reported to the FBI because your digital footprints are all over the internet. That stuff is illegal. But yet, he's the same idiot that wants to dodge service to go to court. Funny how that happens, huh? Coward.
Violence. On September 28th, 2017, an article written by David Setendre entitled Advocate for Violence Against Bad Cops to Speak at JCSU was posted.
And in the threats and stuff, he doesn't care about how it actually affects people's real lives, Black Anonymous. That's sad that it happened to you. I would have reported his ass to the FBI. I would have just skipped all that. Listen, okay, I got all these videos with you saying all this dumb shit. And send it over to the feds. It wouldn't even... Because that's dangerous. He doesn't know what his base supporters are capable of doing. I highly doubt he would care. And if anything would happen to someone, like physical harm and danger be put on someone, he wouldn't shed one tear over it. That is how sick and depraved he is. That's what makes him dangerous. This is so crazy. It's very dangerous. And let the FBI handle that dangerous shit. It's almost like domestic terrorism to an extent because it's done with the intention of inflicting terror and fear in individuals. And you're trying to stifle free speech, Umar, because you don't like words. If you don't like our Constitution, get the hell out of our country. But sicking people on someone you consider a hater because they're saying things you don't like, that is nothing but weak man on steroids. You man baby child. A whole ape trying to tell somebody he don't like something.
Posted on Fox46Charlotte.com. The article reads in part, a controversial speaker pushing for violent retaliation against police brutality will speak in December at Johnson C. Smith University. Dr. Umar Johnson has advocated for people to shoot and kill law enforcement officers in cases of police brutality.
I choose my words very carefully, as you know, but it's time for one of us, when we get into a fight with one of these police, to take that weapon and blow brains out. And I say that in honor of every Black man, woman, and child who have been beaten or murdered by police.
Umar Johnson's 2017 promotion of murdering police officers is comparable to Umar Johnson's 2013 promotion of murdering so-called Black boy thugs.
A lot of boys who got the thug energy, anger. Thug energy is normally anger and pain. That's all it is. I know, because I do therapy with them thugs. And once they see I ain't scared of them, then we can have a conversation. And fellas, I want to be clear now. When we go back to take over the community, because we're going to have to do it, gentlemen. You can't expect the cops to fix this because they started it. But I want to be clear. I know some of us love our children, but some of our children are so far gone that we're going to have to put...
This is the sign of somebody that's supposed to be a counselor or a therapist of any sort. Basically saying, some of them so far gone, I can't even help them. They just need to be shot. What the hell is wrong with him? That's still somebody's child. You don't have the authority to take somebody's life. You buffoon. This is what happens when apes stand up and walk and put on clothes and then they start speaking.
Some of them to sleep in order to take back the neighborhood. Some of y'all don't want to hear that because you don't live in reality. But I'm telling you, as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep for God.
To be clear, when Umar Johnson states some of them going to sleep for good, he is stating that these black boy thugs need to be murdered.
But I'm telling you, as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep for God, for God, for God.
He has not looked up the definition of the word psychologize either. That's just basically saying you're using psychology terms and rhetoric. Not that you actually know how to actually counsel someone. Because let's not forget now, he still is not certified or licensed. And I'm still questioning that damn degree because I want to see the transcript. He's talking about somebody needs to be put to sleep for good. Children. These are kids. What if the thug is 14 years old? What the hell? Oh my God.
In 2019, Umar Johnson promoted the murder of 10% of black boys.
I'm saying that to say this. I've never taken a life, God forbid. I hope I never have to. But if we're going to take them streets back, we got to admit something. I'm talking as a psychologist. Some of our young men, we've let them go so far for so long, they're no good to no damn body. There's people walking these streets where we're going to have to put to sleep. In other words, you might have to create violence to end it. It will be a cataclysmic altercation between black men and some of our youth. Most of our youth, we can get them. But there's some of them, they ain't going without a fight. And they're going to have to be put to bed. It's a shame. It ain't their fault. You understand? But you have a population of unreachables. The white man wants us to think they all unreachables. 90% are reachable. 10%, we will have to have a civil war with them. And that's fact.
Based on what science? What statistics is he drawing this from? What are you kidding me? This is so dangerous. This is just the BS that other races look at and say, yep, they're promoting and advocating for black on black crime. Either way, whether it's 90 or 10%, doesn't matter. You don't have the authority to take one life. Unless you're defending yourself and you can show that it's actual true defense. He's advocating for kids to just be taken out here. Because, you know, he wouldn't be saying that about no grown men. And some grown men out here that want to be a thug, what you going to do with them? You ain't counseling them. This is speaking on boys. That means minor children under the age of 18. And you're talking about 10% of them being eradicated. He's out of his fucking mind. I'm a mother of 2 boys. No way in the hell. Oh, child. Oh, no. Well, I hope my
Don't
children
give your guns
this.
back. Buy some more. Don't give your guns back. Buy some more. Don't give your guns back. Buy some more.
Umar Johnson encourages black people to buy more guns in preparation for his black civil war against 10% of black boys. This would mean that Umar Johnson wants to murder 1 out of every 10 black boys in the United States of America.
How we gonna stop the violence? Then you got to get in their face. 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 You see what I'm saying? So yes, there got to be a collective and we got to go to the streets. And I'm all for that. It's the only way to do it. I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep. For God! For God! For God!
Holy shit. That's the cookie cutter chat. A crush or something like that. Lenon on. All right, y'all. Here's part 2.
As I said earlier, there will be a long day for every grade. The long day for second graders, where they will have dinner in their business suit with their class and class teacher and their school principal will be Tuesday. Third graders, their long day will be Wednesday. Fourth graders, their long day will be Thursday. Your students will be dropped off to their homes following the dinner and fireside chat with Dr. Umar Johnson.
Who are going to be the bus drivers? Who the bus drivers? Yeah, this video isn't that long, so we'll do part 3 as well. We'll go into part 3 because this is only like 6 minutes and some change. So we'll go ahead and do part 3 in this live stream. And then in the next one that we do, we'll start with part 4. So we'll do 1 through 3 in this one. But I mean, who are the bus drivers here? Who can be transporting the kids? Because, I mean, what if the mother doesn't have transportation? How they going to get to school? What if they able to go to the school, but not close enough to it? Y'all know he's not opening that school up, right?
Johnson.
I just
The
can't, man. I can't get
fireside
past this
chat
whole
is
thing.
a
And him talking about
post-dinner
taking out
activity
kids.
where your sons and I will cuddle
Cookie Crush chat. Thank you.
near the fireside, where your sons and I
Cookie Crush chat.
will cuddle near the fireside, where your sons and I will cuddle.
God.
I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep. For God! For God! For God!
You may be wondering, how is it possible for Umar Johnson to have such a negative orientation towards black boys? The truth of the matter is that Umar Johnson's general attitude towards black children is extremely negative. Umar Johnson has referred to black children as nigglets, which is an extremely demeaning racial slur.
Apples don't fall far from trees. When I see kindergarten students competing over who got the best sneakers, who had more money spent on them for Christmas, you're not born with that. You learn it. When I see first graders calling each other ugly, you too black, you too yellow, your hair too nappy, your lips too, right? They weren't born with that. They learn it at home. We are breeding nigglets. That's exactly what we're doing.
While speaking about black girls that have been raped and molested, Umar Johnson said the following.
But he'll be mad if someone, of another race called him Nigger, with the ER being emphasized. He would be pissed off if someone called him that, though. But I'm stuck on the idea of him trying to eradicate 10% of black male youth, because he's saying that they're a lost cause without even psychologizing them. Are you kidding me?
Following.
Girls who are molested go on to develop fetish personality disorder. Fetish personality disorder. This is my disorder. I made it up. Thought.
That's why
we all know what a thought is. That hole over there.
Umar Johnson, a self-proclaimed school psychologist, clinician, school principal, and family therapist, has such disdain for black girls that have been raped and molested.
Let me tell you something, man. Oh my God. There are people out here who are SA survivors that have been put into, these trades and made slaves and couldn't escape. David E. Taylor is an example of that. He had women brought to his home. They couldn't leave, and he had a whole cult going on over there. David E. Taylor, a fake apostle, had a whole cult where he had women brought to him that was shut off from everybody, the family, everyone. Ended up in sex trafficking rings. I mean, a fake apostle doing this. And he was indicted by the FBI. And here this clown is, ape shit, sitting here talking about someone who has been abused, meaning somebody forced themselves upon these girls that are under 18. And all of a sudden they all grow up to be thoughts? Based on what? This stereotype nonsense is what other races use to look at us that way. And then it stifles someone from being able to come out and talk about their experience to get help. This is why sometimes women don't report it. Because of idiots like him. He is vile, depraved, and disgusting. You're disgusting, Umar. You dumb demon.
That he defines them as hoes.
Oh my
A
God.
hoe is a sexually promiscuous female, a prostitute, a whore.
And they start over-sexing to deal with the trauma. They start over-sexing. They'll start having a lot of sex, trying to drown out the trauma of the rape and the molestation. And they develop fetish personality disorder. That's when she's quick to have sex. She's quick to have sex. She get trains ran on her. Multiple orgies, multiple head jobs, multiple orgies, multiple head jobs, multiple orgies, multiple head jobs, fetish personality behavior. A lot of black girls and black women suffer from fetish personality disorder.
Umar Johnson had this to say about black women who have been date raped.
And black women, this is why I tell black, don't play around with sex on the date if you're not giving none up. Stop doing that.
Stop doing that. I've heard about too many rapes that took.
Oh my God. So now he's saying if you go out on a date and if the guy thinks that you're trying to lead him on, then it's the woman's fault, not the man's fault for thinking that she's not really leading me on. She's just trying, to shift to the right in the seat. That's not a sign for her to come closer. What if she's done nothing to lead him on and he just wants to take it by force? Is he out of his fucking mind? Yeah, I'm trying not to. I'm sorry for dropping these cuss words like this, but I can't get past the nonsense coming out of his mouth. It is so vile and disgusting right now. This is crazy. He's not saying anything based on facts or evidence. I haven't followed David E. Taylor's story. Oh, yes, Black Anonymous. I have a couple videos, and I'm going to do one where I go over his indictment. David E. Taylor is disgusting and depraved. And he did it all in the name of, God. And God is pissed at him. And he got it coming. But his indictment is something else. It's mind-blowing. It's right on up there with the nonsense coming out of Umar's mouth. He had a whole coat. He held people against their will. I think somebody checked him in Memphis because he does not want to go to Memphis. Yeah, a lot of places he shouldn't be going. Mary Ann said, what's going on, Estevaris? He said, anyone else saw the interview with Mary Ann where she said Umar had sex with another man's wife and beat her? Yes, that's the video where she said that she tried to get a restraining order on him. And Umar slept with another man's wife, and the husband of that wife got into a physical fight with the woman. And then Umar tells this man, you can either treat her right, something to the extent of, treat her right, or I'll just take her from you. This woman has been physically in a fight with her husband. And what does he do? Challenge the man to take the woman from him. This disgusting. It's crazy. Hey, Foxy, he needs to shut up. I'm a survivor, and I didn't like that after. Yeah, what he's saying is it deters women from coming forward. One and two. How would he think if of a male victim? Because men get abused and stuff too. So what does he think that can't happen to men? And three, the way he sees this, it's almost like he's been in a situation where he may have been accused of that, and he's projecting. I think I saw one of y'all say that. He's projecting. Because that's what it sounds like to me. Redemption song projection. Yeah. Because why else would you be so fixated on the aspect of somebody reporting any assault of any nature like that, and then make it seem as if it's all her fault? It's like I don't know if y'all remember House Party. You got the dad talking to his son to kid about, don't go out and have kids and get anybody pregnant, you want to go to school. And then you got Play walking around here talking about, well, she get pregnant, it's not my fault, she chose it, that's her baby, that's on her. Like, he's one of the ones that thinks like that. Well, you get pregnant by me, it's not my fault, that's your fault for getting pregnant. But never mind the fact he doesn't want to wear a rubber. That House Party is iconic. But that's to hear him talk like this is so disgusting. It's like something you hear back from in the 80s or something, from deadbeat chicken heads that don't want to take care of their kids. And you get these men just absent fathers. He's an absent father. This is why he targets women that are single parents when it comes to this school and stuff. Cuddling with boys by the fireside. That's why. Because he's an absent father himself. Look at what he turned out to be. A deadbeat. This nonsense here, he wouldn't even care if this happened to his own daughters. God forbid. I don't wish that on nobody. This is so dangerous. Hey, Dave Bryce, how you doing? Eric, how you doing? Hey, Umar, freedom of speech? Yeah, no, child. No psychologist behaves that way. Absolutely not. What's going on, Spazzy? Dirty dog, I wish he would wood over here. I got some. I know, right? Nah, he one of the ones you got to end up just. That's why I say he need his ass whooped. When he got bold enough to say that he could take, when he tried to do that $500 lunch date, and he said that he could take, even if they married, I could take take your wife out on a date if I really wanted to. You think you're gonna be able to resist me? And then he start pounding on his chest like a monkey. And then next thing you know, he's getting on these messages in here with these dudes like, what the fuck you say? Because you saying dangerous stuff. You're talking about being able to take someone's wife out on a date in front of them, like treating all men like they punks or something. No, okay. I did a video on that and I said he need to get his ass whooped. Hopefully a bunch of married men show up and they just beat the shit out of him for 5 minutes. That way we all feel better. He is a single mother predator. Yes, he is. This is something else, y'all. We're going to go to part 3 after this one because it's short. But this series is something else.
Place because you want to play. You want to entice the man with
Oh
sex.
my God.
You want to arouse him, but you don't plan on having sex. Don't play with a man sexually. And you don't even know him. You don't even know this man. You enticing him, touching his genitalia, allowing him to touch your genitalia, kissing you on the neck, getting undressed. If you know you're not having sex, why y'all in the bedroom? Don't play. Our daughters love being alone with men they don't know with their hot asses. Our daughters love being alone with men they don't know after the frat party with their hot asses.
You know you don't. So when she go up there, she a little hot. All she gonna do is pop cookies. Don't sit up.
What?
Y'all sending lazy kids to college. I don't understand y'all. Some of them kids, I say, why are you here? Why are you here?
Your 16-year-old daughter, she ready to bake a damn cookie. Her hormones is firing off and she need to holler. We will have girls on the tour next year.
Okay.
The reason I'm not doing girls this year is because when you bring that masculine and feminine energy together.
I don't think he would be able to resist a 16-year-old. That's scary. This is why I said this about his daughter. I left a comment in a video. I don't know which one. It might have been The Lounge or Danny's World. I said there's a reason why his daughters, maybe God has spared them from something and allow him to be absent for their good. Even though I know, both parents should be in the children's lives, but perhaps God had withheld him out of their lives to protect them, because he doesn't care about his daughters either way. And it's not like you don't have fathers out here doing predatory things with their own daughters. I'm starting to believe that him being absent from his daughters' lives is a good thing. Because look how he talks about 16-year-old teenage girls. And I'm not even going to give him the benefit of the doubt to say he wouldn't do that to his own daughters, because you got plenty of men in prison now for doing that and worse, unspeakable things to their own daughters. That's not, it's evil, it's vile. And maybe God is looking out for those girls by keeping him out of their lives. I mean, everything that glitters is not gold. It maybe is meant to be for them not to be around him. Not with this mentality. This is disgust. This is some evil stuff here.
Especially during the teenage years. It's going to be some thirst.
Wow.
And I don't want nobody's daughter coming back to Chicago pregnant.
Ew, that's so gross.
We was all teenagers before, and we all went to camp. And what did you do? You went to the camp director and fall asleep.
And he never grew up, apparently. So, no, you wouldn't have to worry about the teen boys doing that. He'll be the one in there trying to sleep around with some 16-year-olds. I don't put that past him. Where's your mother, Umar? Because he's really depraved right now. I don't put any evil act past this clown at this point. Not when he's willing to think like that.
And that means
Gross.
sisters, y'all gonna have to check the women. Y'all gotta get with them teenage girls, y'all didn't raised all nasty acting. And I'm gonna tell you something else y'all do that I don't like. Some of you, not all of you, hopefully not most of you. The younger sisters, a lot of black women do not take younger sisters under their wing. How the hell you jealous of a 16-year-old? So what? Her behind is bigger than yours. So what?
I've heard about too many rapes that took place because you want to play. You want to entice the man with sex. You want to arouse him, but you don't plan on having sex. Don't play with a man sexually.
Oh my God.
And you don't even know him. You don't even know this man. You enticing him, touching his genitalia, allowing him to touch your genitalia, kissing you on the neck, getting undressed. If you know you're not having sex, why y'all in the bedroom? Don't play.
Oh my God.
Dr. Umar?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I connected with him over the phone, and he came to see me. Like, one thing about me is I'm too accommodating. You know, and people take advantage of me because they see that I got, mental problems, with the stroke and all. Can I be honest with you?
You can be very honest.
Okay. Dr. Umar made me and then he told me he didn't want to talk about nothing.
My God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. We got to go to part 3. What the hell? This is I don't even know what to say right now. Did she just say he made her do acts on him and told her he didn't want to talk about it? Oh my God. I'm stunned. I mean, this is oh my God. Listen. Yeah, I'm still learning. There are videos out there I have yet to see that I'm hoping to see in these series. Let me get some comments in so I can calm the hell down. Oh my God, there's no scientific. I know Foxy. He need to shut up. I'm about it. Yep. There's no scientific evidence behind what he's talking about. None. He doesn't state anything factual at all. He also doesn't know how victims of SA act at all. He doesn't care about consent at all. He doesn't sound like he cares about any consent. He's a grown man talking about how big a 16-year-old girl's butt is. He's so disgusting. Single mother predator. Absolutely. Thank you for being so open and letting us know that isn't true. I'm sure it wasn't. It isn't based on. It's not based on any evidence. The stuff he's saying, it's so disgusting and very. People are actually sitting there agreeing with him. Is what bothers me. You have grown men standing around him, co-signing on that, saying amen to it. That's what's even worse. They're not stopping. Hey man, don't be saying no. You can't be going on about no 16-year-olds. What's wrong with you? Nobody ever pulled him aside and said, we keep harping on a 16-year-old. And I've seen your video about you talking about a victim leading the man on. Like, you really accusing the victim of actually being R-worded? Are we doing this? Umar could have been with the 7 kings of comedy. Man. Dirty Dog, I wish he would. I'm just trying to get some of y'all comments in. I'm late again. You good? Listen, we're doing a watch party on the War on Black Boys series put together by Lenon Honor. Shout out to him. Hypersexuality can be a result of SA, but the way he's talking about it is absolutely disgusting for a supposed psychologist. Exactly. I don't even give him the respect of being a psychologist. Like I said, I want to see proof of him graduating from PCOM. And I mean a video evidence of something of him getting an actual degree. And I want to see the transcript because we already got that dissertation. That was garbage. I can't believe he's talking about he want to cuddle with boys around the fireside and talking about the girls. I mean, being thoughts and all this stuff after having been SA'd. Like, are you fucking kidding me? He is so disgusting. Ooh, 32 likes, 82 people in the chat. Y'all, let's not be rude to Lady Luck Club. Hit that like button. We're about to hit part 3. I didn't know that, part 2. I haven't seen the series yet, so I didn't know it was that short. Hit the like button so we can go to part 3. Y'all better hit that like button. Hit that like button. Don't offend me now. Hit that like button. Marshmallow Paps. What's going on? Also, this is Date Onward Apologia. Yeah, he's speaking rhetoric of someone that has been accused of, essaying someone, forcing himself on someone, or like the lady said, made her do X acts on him. And then talk about he don't want to talk about it, but then she said herself that she has, this learning disability. So he takes advantage of people who are disabled or people who may not really know what's going on. That's why it sounds like he's targeting kids. It might not know better. 16 years old. 16? You talking about 16-year-old girls? And then you want to see it somebody, it's her fault if she gets R-worded. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Oh my God, he's disgusting. Boston not enough Kool-Aid on the planet. Oh my God. Everybody speak to everybody. Court order, can't see child alone. He made this statement online. Oh, that there you go, Boston man. Because I'm sure the judge saw these videos and was like, you talking about, some 16-year-old kid here. No, he doesn't need to be alone with children. He does not need to be alone with children. Umar Johnson does not need to be alone with children. Period. Boys or girls. He does not need to be alone with any child. Women need to wake up and don't sit here and think that this man is going to mean your child any good. Not when he's talking like this. Oh my God. At Lady Luck Club, ask KKC or Lenon Honor about a video where Umar was taking kids on a college tour. That's all I'll say. Oh, I'll email Lenon. I sure will. That's something else. Taking kids on a college tour. What college tour? Was it for HBCU? He is deranged and depraved. Umar's a wolf looking to devour sheep. Yep, innocent sheep. Young. I don't know how his sisters or female cousins acted, but as teens, I and my female cousins would never be around strange men like he was saying. Exactly. Me either. I mean, my dad shielded and guarded me though. He just didn't put up with it. The first time I went out on a little date when I was 16, the boy had to ask my dad if he could take me out on a date. That's how old school I am. He had to ask my dad, can I take your daughter on a date? And my dad was like, where you taking her? What time y'all going? What time you gonna be done? Then he look at me, and only way he got to come to church. And I need to meet him. I need to sit down and talk to him. My dad had to sit down and question that boy and talk to him. That was the only way I could be able to go out on my first date. My dad didn't play that. And he was one of the ones where, okay, call me when you leave, and then call me when you get back home. Make sure you call me, or I'm gonna be calling you and your mama. Making sure. Don't play that. And no, the boy was not older than me. He was my age. It's insane to think that the way he comes about it is 16-year-olds go after grown men. No, they don't. No, they don't. You fat old ugly piece of lard. No, ain't no 16-year-old trying to come for you. You're like one of the ones that would sit around and probably slip something in somebody's drink. It's just disgusting. He's misogynistic. Exactly. Clipping barber toenails. Oh my God, is that his mom? Yeah, his mom is Barbara Shoemaker, right? I highly doubt he makes sure she bathes properly. Oh my God, has he been in gay relationships? I have no idea. But for him to be talking about cuddling with little boys around the fireside, and he went to a military school, that's all boys. So you can understand like the correlation with that, because who knows what he did there at the all boys school, at a military school with all boys. Who knows what he did there? Who knows? It's all boys. What were the girls? You just, get a clue what's going on. Why does he always mispronounce words? 6 degrees and you can't properly articulate your words. Child, I question every single degree. I don't think he has 6 degrees. It's just like maybe 1, and I'm still questioning that. But he calls a major or a certificate a degree. That's not how it works because he doesn't understand definitions of terms. I definitely don't expect him to psychologize anybody. It was just, he's so ignorant. Umar is sick. He's sick. He is sick. This is a trigger warning, you all. I had no idea this is going to be hit here. I think that was on the Lance Scurv show regarding the lady who had a stroke. I never said anything about it because I couldn't corroborate it. Yeah, Lenny got the clip. She had a stroke and he made her, give oral and then told her not to talk about it. She had a stroke. She has a physical disability. And that's what he made her do. Taking advantage of someone that has a physical disability. Where is his mother? Oh my God. Can you imagine how depraved he is? I don't think it has any boundaries. That's why I'm glad that he's, his daughter is probably somebody can talk to her and say, listen, baby, maybe your daddy was not meant to be in your life, because if you only knew the things he said and does in these videos and how he talks about teenage girls, God may be sparing and protecting you from something. That's why it concerns me about his mother being kept hidden like this, and he won't even let his own siblings around her. I mean, it's so disgusting. Oh my God. All right, y'all. Y'all ready for part 3? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. I want to see them likes go up. 90 people watching. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We're going to do part 3, and then that will be the full live for the evening. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Sometimes rejection is protection. There you go. Get a clue. Thank you. Shout out to you. Awesome. Hey, Shay, how you doing? He is evil. He is evil. Piece of lard. He is a lard. The walking tub of pork rinds. He's so gross. All right, y'all. Let's get to part 3. Because this is a good series. It really you get to see exactly who he is. And this is why I wanted to watch these series, so we can kind of see the progression, like this start from the beginning and the progression of his depravity that knows no boundaries, and how we got here where we are now. Because he's never going to open that school, but I don't want him to. If this is how he talks when it comes to children, little boys, 16-year-old girls, don't matter. If this is how he is when it comes to kids, I don't want him to open no damn school. I don't. He does not need to be around children. He does not need to be alone with kids. Period. He can kiss my ass. I don't care if he doesn't like that. The way he speaks, you don't need to be around children, Umar. You need to hang out with the monkeys that you hang out with every day while y'all beat each other's chests, but you should not be around human children. Oh my child. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you can see and hear. This is part 3. And then next live, we'll get to part 4.
Dr. Umar?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I connected with him over the phone, and he came to see me. Like, one thing about me is I'm too accommodating. And people take advantage of me because they see that I got, mental problems, with the stroke and all. Can I be honest with you?
You can be very honest.
Okay. Dr. Umar made me, and then he told me he didn't want to talk about nothing.
Oh man, such a disgrace. He's disgusting.
Don't play around with sex on the date if you're not giving none up. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. I've heard about too many rapes that took place because you want to play. You want to entice the man with sex. You want to arouse him, but you don't plan on having sex.
Dr. Umar made me. Dr. Umar made me. Dr. Umar made me, and then he told me he didn't want to talk about nothing.
While speaking about the abandoned buildings that he hopes to turn into a school for black boys, Umar Johnson made the following inappropriate comments.
Oh, we're going to have to wash them clothes because some of them are going to come in with the same dirty drawers on. Oh, we're going to have to wash them clothes because some of them are going to come in with the same dirty drawers on. Oh, we're going to have to wash them clothes.
How would he know that?
Because some of them are going to come in with the same dirty drawers on.
While speaking about disciplining the black boys that will be enrolled at his non-functioning school, Umar Johnson said the following.
Yeah, how would he know if they're coming in with the same drawers on? Why is he thinking about children's underwear? Look, I mean, can you imagine that? Him going to class to see, let me see if you got on some dirty underwear. He would go straight to prison. I mean, it's just sad, the things that his cult base, brainwashed followers are ignoring. Imagine that. How would he know if a child's wearing the same underwear?
See, at FDMG, there won't be no out of school.
His ass whooped.
Why would I send a black boy being raised by a single mother back home to a single mother? If she could do something about it, it would have been done. It's my job as a black man to deal with him. And because we are an independent school, I don't have to follow the rules of Detroit Park. See, I'm going to let your son know from the gate. You see all the brothers in here?
Oh, my God.
Get out of line, my brother. Your mom coming here one time saying you was clapping off at the mouth. We got a black room in the back.
What the hell?
Now, see, we ain't going to have no discipline problems. If we will pound your damn chest in, little boy. If we will pound your damn chest in, little boy. If we will pound your damn chest in, little boy.
Brothers and sisters, this is how I will teach to your children.
Yeah, this school initially was only going to cater to grades 2 through 4. Think about the age group of children in grades 2 through 4. The average child in the second grade is around what? 7 years old. Third grade about 8, fourth grade about 9. So we're talking about children between the ages of 7, 9, maybe 10. And he's talking about pounding in their chest, checking to see if they're wearing the same drawers. Some sort of physical discipline in a back room.
At the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
Can't make this
This
shit
is how I will teach your sons at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. And if you have a problem with the way I talk,
this is gross.
And if you have a problem with the way that I teach, and if you have a problem with the way that I preach, if you have a problem with my vernacular, if you have a problem with my oratory, if you have a problem with my black pride and my black consciousness and my black divinity, if there is anything about Umar Tunde, aka Jermaine Shoemake, aka the Prince of Pan-Africanism, if there's anything about me that is unsettling to you, keep your children,
aka dumb demon ape shit,
in that white ass public school. Keep your children in that white ass Catholic school.
Please
keep your children in that fake ass black hotep school. Keep them where you want to keep them. But if they come into FDMG, damn it, they gonna get a Marcus Garvey spanking.
Oh my God.
This year's gonna be all boys. And don't get me wrong, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have some sexual issues just with the boys. Because y'all know what type of climate we live in. Y'all remember we were a kid? If you had a roommate, which was normal, you just had a roommate. I remember spending the night at my cousin's house, spending the night at my best friend's house. We were innocent. I wasn't into all this.
Wait a minute. Wait. See, I gotta put the caption back on. What did he say?
Just say, little boy.
This year's gonna be all boys. And don't get me wrong, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have some sexual issues just with the boys. Because y'all know what type of climate we live in. Y'all remember we went to camp? If you had a roommate, which was normal.
Didn't I tell y'all that military school with them all boys there? Didn't I just say that? You never know what he had experienced there. Because let's be real, it was all boys. So he done been on both sides of the aisle.
You just had a roommate.
This is gross.
House, spending the night at my best friend's house. We were innocent. I wasn't into all this new stuff. But now I'm gonna have to screen the boys
Are y'all following me?
That dude right here not following him at
I don't
all.
know what's going on.
No, this dude right here in the black Wilson shirt, he's not following him at all. As a matter of fact, y'all look at him, turn around, look at the guy behind him. Look how he looking at him behind him like, yeah, this, what is that? Fuck you just said, bro. Y'all see this? Look at that body language over here from this guy. Look how he look like, hearing this?
I wasn't talking about this new stuff.
He make this
But
shit
now
up.
I'm gonna have to screen the boys. Are y'all following me?
No, we're not.
I don't know what's going on. You set a room with another 10-year-old, he go in the room and take off the piss, he got a phone on with red hearts on it.
What?
And then the thong song come on, this thong.
You're talking about 10-year-olds. You're talking about 10-year-olds at most. You're talking about fourth graders at most. Grades 2 through 4, y'all. At the oldest age right now, he's referring to 10-year-olds. And the dude here, he is not feeling that shit at all. I don't know why this older guy behind him laughing, but this guy here is not feeling that at all.
So I'm gonna have to check the kids all night. I'm gonna have to check because I don't know who got the free EDs.
He is so uncomfortable.
Some of y'all sons are at that age where they beating their belly at night under the blanket. And y'all need to have a conversation. Because that adolescent masturbation thing is getting out of hand.
What?
In fact, every other call I get is from Dr. Umar, can you help? I think my son got a problem. Why? He beat Johnson to death last night. I think
Hey, Witty Kitty. Hey, Beth. How you doing, Beth?
Me personally, I don't think it's normal. I know in European culture, it's normal. When I was going through my doctorate program, they said it's normal. Sigmund Freud, it's normal. Carl Jung, it's normal. I'm sorry, God is my witness. I never masturbated as a child or as an adult. I don't think it's enough. I think it is something that is born of a hypersexual culture.
I've never masturbated in my life. God is my witness.
What? Why? How did this come up? How did we get to this? How did we get to this topic? Why is he talking about that when he talks about a school with kids? How did we get here? All he talks about is sex. What is he talking about? Why is he talking about that?
Normal. Carl Jung, it's normal. I'm sorry, God is my witness. I never masturbated as a child or as an adult. I don't think
There are kids sitting there.
I think it is something that is born of a hypersexual culture.
I've never masturbated in my life.
Oh my God.
God is my witness. I've never masturbated in my life. I had a wet dream in 11th grade or 12th grade. One wet dream. I can't remember if that was 11th grade or 12th grade at the Scotland School for Veterans Children in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania.
Umar Johnson's hatred towards police officers, towards black boy thugs, towards black girls who have been raped and molested, towards black women who have been date raped, and towards the black boys that he once enrolled at his non-functioning school is reflected in his views about black parents.
If you're raising black children, you cannot afford to be lazy, but a lot of us are. And I'm just going to be real honest here tonight. A lot of us are very trifling and a lot of us are very lazy. Neither adult in their life gives a shit. Excuse my French. It's the worst combination you can have. And a lot of our children have that combination. They have a lazy parent at home and they got a lazy teacher in school. 85% of the kids out.
Well, we all know he's the laziest parent, but I mean, honestly, I'm glad he wasn't around his daughters growing up because good Lord, they wouldn't be able to come to him about anything. They would have to lock their door in the house to keep him out. Why you got the door locked? It's 3 a.m. What are you doing? Like, it's so crazy. He's so disgusting.
Tests have nothing wrong with them. No.
Oh my God.
They lazy as hell and the parents are too. Even when I was principal, I had to fight black parents. I want my son tested, Dr. Johnson. For what? Learning disability. Your son is in the 3rd grade. What do you mean? I think he got a learning problem. Well, the boy only been in my school for 1 year. In the school he came from, nobody learned. They ain't made AYP since AYP started. So why don't you give me a chance to work with your son? I want him tested. I'm not testing him because there ain't nothing wrong with him. His problem is your trifling ass. Get out my office. I don't want the kids coming back home to you because you part of the problem. You got Willie Lynch all in your system. White Jesus on the wall, Teaching your kids to be multicultural, daughter looking like Beyonce, a head full of blonde ass weave. What the hell I want her coming back home to you for?
So, okay, because of, he hates black women, all of a sudden, a mother is concerned about a child's ability to learn. What if the child is, misdiagnosed or should be diagnosed with something so-called ADHD and they have a short attention span? You're not in the classroom with the child all day. You're the principal of the school. You're not seeing the child interact with the teachers in the classroom, though. So he still has no standing to even make that statement or to give an assessment when he claims he's just the principal. But what if the child does need testing and they don't get tested, and then the mother goes back and sues the school because of his dumbass telling her, don't get your child tested? You ought to be giving me a chance. It's your fault. You're the lazy one. No, my child needs to be tested, and you're the incompetent ass that's the principal sitting in an office fantasizing about 16-year-old girls. What gives him the authority to even give that type of advice to anybody? It's just the sheer ignorance. If you're the principal, you're still not the one in the classroom all day with the child. So the audacity of you to tell the parent that raises the child at home not to get her own child tested because you think her daughter dresses like Beyonce. No finding of fact or evidence to even support it. Can you imagine how many children may have been misdiagnosed, improperly diagnosed, or parents given the wrong advice when it comes to whether the child needs testing or not because they listened to Ifa Tunde ape shit? This rotting tangerine here has probably caused many kids to either suffer or not get what they needed so that they can learn in school. Because he thought he was somebody's doctor and he knows it all. This is so dangerous.
She stayed with me and the boys stay with me.
Oh my God.
The problem is you cannot teach what you do not have. And many of our children learn to be undisciplined by their undisciplined parents. For every black mother in here, don't you ever, black sister, ever.
This is so, man, he's such an idiot.
Go to your son's school with your damn pajamas on. What kind of hood rat, ghetto? You don't go to no school with no damn SpongeBob on. You damn coons.
That means, black mother, don't go to the school in your damn pajamas. The next time I see a black mother, you know what? But
he would be livid if a white person called him that same word. And then in the last video, he used the word nigglets. So how many more derogatory terms is he going to use against black people, knowing that he will be livid if a white person said it?
Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, I'm going to have a Super Soaker water gun. At the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, I'm going to have a Super Soaker water gun. Invented by a black man, by the way. Invented by a black man, by the way. Invented by a black man, by the way. I'm going to have a Super Soaker water gun. And if any black mother walks into the doors of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan-African Excellence in your pajamas, I'm telling you now, if you walk into my school in your pajamas, I'm a super soaker your ass from head to toe. And I'm going to make sure I mess your hair up, your weave in the process. I'm telling you now.
Why are you
See, we an independent school. We can do that. We not a charter school.
No, sir. Independent schools are not devoid of laws. You're not above the rule of law. You put your hand on the child and then you get charged with battery and assault. You're not above the rule of law. Independent school does not give you the authority to put your hands on a child or to super soak anybody with a water gun. I mean, he is this dumb. He really is this dumb. Okay. This is why this fictitious school in his head has never come to fruition. And we bless God for it. He doesn't need to be around children. He just doesn't.
We not a charter school. We not a public school. We independent. This is Garvey talking. We independent. So I'm telling all my black
Non-profit,
mothers
you
now,
idiot.
when you show up to drop your son off at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, stay your ass in the car if you got your pajamas on. Because if you come in my school with your pajamas, I'm a super soaker your ass from head to toe, and I'm going to make sure I mess up your blind weave. I'm telling you now, this is King Kong.
And the judge would then say, so what? You super soaking my ass, and I'm a super dial 911. And then we're going to see who's laughing at the end of the day. Because, you know, he's a coward and all. He's not going to go to jail or anything. Not willingly. They would have to whoop his ass and put him down on the ground. Yeah, go ahead. Put that super soaker up. What a little water gun you shouldn't have in this school around kids. Yeah, no. You showing them that it's okay to just spray down grown adults. So my child got to come home, possibly with the idea of thinking they can just put a water gun on me. Because of your dumb ass. Yeah, okay. And then I'm a super dial 911. We're going to make sure you supercharged. And then when you have to stand before that judge, make sure that judge is super pissed. And all this nonsense he's saying, guess what? That judge is going to be sitting there like, sir, shut up. Stop talking, sir. Defendant, please don't speak. You have an attorney. He's crazy.
Come to my school with your damn pajamas on, black mother.
Hey,
you
Manny.
just crawled out the bed after getting bent over, and you're going to come out the house straight out the bed with sex crumbs all over your body. You're going to crawl out the bed and come to my school with sex crumbs all over your body. Looking like a damn ghost because all that makeup you wear then ate your natural skin juices up. All that makeup you wear on your face then ate your natural skin juices up. So you look like a damn ghost without makeup with 10 feet long eyelashes. You show up at my school in some pajamas. I'm a grab the super. I'm a grab the super. I'm a grab the super soaker.
Dear Lord.
I'm a grab the super soaker water gun. I'm going to grab the super soaker water gun. I'm going to aim at your weave, your perm, your blind.
Hello, 911. There's a black ape standing outside the school door around children with looks like a weapon. I don't know what he's doing or what's in it, but he's pointing it dead at me. And I need you all to come out, come collect his ass, because I'm not doing this today. He only got one time. Yeah, he's still standing at the door of the school. It's children here, and he has what looks like a gun in his hand. Yeah. It's colored, but it's still a gun. It's a gun. He's an idiot.
Extensions, and I'm a super soaker your ass from head to toe. Oh, yes.
He said this with pride.
FDMG. FDMG is coming, baby. FDMG is coming. You got one time to show up in your pajamas.
Ew, stop doing that, bro. Oh, God.
That is so unprofessional.
Blow your nose.
To crawl out your bed with your man's juices dried up on your thigh, your juices dried up on your cheeks.
What does that have to do with anything?
And you crawled your ashy ass out the bed with sex crumbs all over you.
Why?
In your nasty pajamas, and you think you're going to come to the Frederick Doug, and you think you're going to walk into my school, and then you're going to drop them off late. Most of you pajama queens, most of you pajama mamas, that's what I'm going to call you, pajama mama. Are you a pajama mama? Are you a pajama mama? Are you that pajama mama who be crawling out the bed with sex crumbs on you?
Why is everything so sexual? What does that have to do with sex? That has nothing to do. Her wearing pajamas. Maybe she works from home and she doesn't have to throw on clothes and she's just dropping the kid off at school. What does that have to do with sex, though? Is he for real? Like, this is so disgusting. This is so disgusting.
Putting your dusty pajamas on flip-flops.
Oh my God.
Crusting your eye, crust stash around your mouth.
He need his ass whooped. He need his ass whooped.
You didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock, so you woke up late. Because your bend over session didn't start till about 1 in the morning, till Mike got free from selling his weed pack. So Mike didn't get to your house till 1:30. You and Mike didn't go to sleep till 4 o'clock because y'all was making black magic. And so you want to bring your son late. You want to sign him in late. Oh, Dr. Umar, I'm so sorry I overslept. Dr. Umar, I'm so sorry I overslept. And you think you're going to bring your late ass in my school? You think you're going to bring your late ass in my school with sex crumbs all on you?
This is how depraved he is. I don't know, Skater. I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm going to line you up. I'm telling you right now, black mother. And I'm going to aim at that weave. I'm going to aim at that perm and that blonde hair. Y'all know I can't stand a black woman with blonde hair. You know I can't stand a black woman. Oh,
y'all know he can't stand black women. It doesn't matter what kind of hair they have. He just don't like black women.
I'm going to line you up.
For fuck's sake, but this is crazy.
And I'm a super soaker your ass. Since you didn't want to wash your ass before you brought your son in, since you didn't want to wash your ass and you crawled out the bed with sex crumbs, since you didn't want to wash your ass, I'm gonna put some alkaline water and I'm gonna put a little I'm gonna put some what we call it? The African black soap. I'm gonna put some African black soap since you don't want to wash your ass before you brought your son to my school after you had the sex crumbs. I'm gonna put some African shea butter soap in here with the alkaline water. With the alkaline water. In fact, I'm gonna turn this into a soup. This is a super circle bomb. I'm gonna just bomb her ass. I'm gonna just bomb.
911. Yes. I need help. This black 8 just said he got a bomb. Y'all might want to come down here and lock down this wannabe school here. And my child is in the car. He's never coming back. Are you serious? Like he just said he's got a bomb with something alkaline in it. Sounds chemical. Is that a bioweapon? A bioweapon. It might be a bioweapon. You're an idiot, Umar.
Super soaker.
Oh, man.
I can't stand a pajama mama.
Umar Johnson's hatred towards single mothers is expressed in many ways.
God.
On several occasions, he has threatened to rip their fingernails out.
And he got the IEP this year in first grade. Can I pull your fingernails out for signing permission to get my little brother tested, Sister Chrissy? Can I pull your fingernails out?
Umar Johnson has consistently referred to black women as hoes, hood rats, maggots, etc.
You better be bringing more to the table than a pretty face and some hot cookies. Okay? I'm very serious about my life. I'm very serious about my work.
Oh my God.
I'm very serious about my mission. It's not a game no more. I am now a role model for black boys.
Hey, Linda.
I have no time for conscious thoughts. I have no time for conscious hood rats.
A hood rat has nothing to do with how much education you have. A hood rat has nothing to do with what kind of car you drive. A hood rat has nothing to do with what type of social status her parents come from. A hood rat has nothing to do with how much money she makes. You could be $1 million hood rat. You could be a $50,000 a year hood rat. You could be a hood rat that's an engineer. You could be a hood rat that's a medical doctor. You could be a hood rat that own your own business. A hood rat has nothing to do with social economic status for Dr. Umar Johnson.
Priscilla, Hotep hood rat.
What?
And you got a weave in your damn head. Oh, Lord have mercy. And she got a weave in her head. You done came to the wrong place, baby. I just blocked Kiki the second time.
He does not care about no hair when he sits here oogling over 16-year-old girls' butts. You think he cares about their hair? He talking about S-crumbs and all this. It had nothing to do with no hair. He went on a rant about sex crumbs and pajamas. What the hell? He just brings any opportunity for him to talk about anything that's sexually related or a sexual nature. He just brings it up. Go from talking about a school that's supposed to be about kids to sex crumbs and pajamas and bombs with alkaline in it. I mean, Jesus. I'm so glad he does not have a school. He does not need to be around children. He just doesn't. And the fact that a judge agrees and said that his visitations and parenting time should be court order, or he needs to stay away from the kid or something like that. He can't be around the children, his own child freely. That's exactly how it should be. So if he can't be around his own child, why would any parent think that it's a good idea for him to be around their children when he can't be around his own child on his own free will? If a judge said that in a court order and gave a ruling on that, why would you think that it's okay for him to be around your child if he can't be around his own child? And that was in a court order from a judge in the court of law. And guess what? Because he's a punk ass that won't go to jail, he's not going to go around that child. Because he doesn't even care anyway. I don't even think it bothered him for a judge to tell him he can't go around his kid. But why would any woman think or defend him and think that it's a good idea for him to be around their children that's not his, when he treats his own kids like crap and a judge has to tell him don't go around one? The absurdity in that. It's the hypocrisy for me. It's just
I blocked her and she came back. She's a Hotep hood rat of the Hebrew tradition. I blocked Kiki twice. Let's see if Kiki come back again.
Why?
I'm going to ask my Hebrew brothers to get a hold of your hood rat.
I am now a role model for Black boys. I have no time for conscious thoughts. I have no time for conscious hood rats. I love my Haitian queens. But when this thirsty
he does not like women
drops this interview with Tasha K, I'ma bury her ass with the truth. I don't know what made her pregnant ass go to Tasha K and do an interview on me and
because she's grown and you're an idiot.
Try to slander my name because I didn't let her play wifey in the fashion show of the FDMG festival. I didn't let her play wifey in the fashion show of the FDMG festival. I didn't let her play wifey in the fashion show of the FDMG festival. So she got mad and she ran to Tasha K and did a whole interview full of lies. Well, guess what? Exactly, I got the truth. And I'm going to bury your ass, and you know who I'm talking to, woman. The last thing you should have did was ran your ass to Tasha K. When that interview dropped, I'm going to bury your ass with the truth. Don't you ever in your life try to tear me down because I don't want you. Your ass was...
Let me tell you something. This is obviously an idiot who does not understand the legal definition of the word slander. In order for it to be slander, it has to be provably false. Her giving an account of what she encountered in her experience being in your life, that's her direct testimony, and it would translate over into court the same way. You would have to prove with evidence that she's lying and that she's doing it with the reckless disregard of the truth. This is someone that uses terms like psychologize.
Married and your ass was pregnant, and you had no business wiping the sweat off my face in the FDMG gym that day. You had no business wiping the sweat off my face in the FDMG gym that day. You was married and you didn't even say nothing, and you was pregnant and you didn't even say nothing, and you ran your funky ass to Tasha K. And as soon as Tasha K dropped that interview you did, because I ain't gonna even watch it till it dropped. I'm not even gonna watch it till it dropped. But when it dropped, I'm going to bury your ass intellectually. Don't you ever come.
Yeah, but not legally, though, because he wouldn't have a case.
For me, I'm going to bury that ass. I try to stay scandal-free, but I'm not going to make the mistake I made with the conscious stripper. I'm not going to make the mistake I made with Miss COINTELHO. I'm not going to make the mistake I made with Kim Ringgold and stay quiet. I'm not staying quiet no more. Any female who comes out and think they're going to damage my reputation, damage my credibility while I'm trying to build a school for Black children because you didn't get what you want from me with your fat pregnant, married ass, I'ma expose your ass. The last thing you should have done was ran to Tasha K, sweetheart. I guess you raising money to take care of that baby. I guess you need some extra money to take care of that baby. I guess you trying to use me as a vehicle to drive some money and attention to your thirsty ass struggle streaming YouTube page, but you picked the wrong one.
Yeah, because struggle streaming and all is so offensive to us. We're so offended by him saying we're struggle streamers. Yeah, okay. We'll keep doing videos on you, you clown ape shit.
Sweetheart. You picked the wrong one, sweetheart.
God.
I'm gonna get that ass. Y'all watch the interview, and after y'all watch the interview, I'm gonna go live and I'm a King Kong her ass. What pregnant married woman does an interview about another man? What pregnant married woman does an interview about another man? But I'm glad you did, because I'm gonna teach all black women a lesson. I might flirt with your ass, I might take a picture with your ass, but don't you ever once think that I belong to that ass. You messed up, fat girl. And no disrespect to my full-figured sisters. I love you.
No, we don't.
Ain't nothing like the loving you get from a full-figured woman. No disrespect to my full-figured sisters.
We're having someone that had a stroke give you oral, because that's what he did. He had a stroke victim perform on him orally. Just took advantage of her. Didn't care. This is so gross of him. He's so depraved.
I'm just dealing with this one. No disrespect to my Haitian family. I'm just dealing with this thotty, opportunist, pregnant, married woman who thinks she's going to drag my name through the mud. Woman, I'm going to tear your ass up. I'm going to tear your ass up. I saw you 5 times. You came to my 2012 lecture. You invited me to Haitian Flag Day. You drove the elder to the FDMG Academy to look at the walls so he could paint a mural. And when you drove him to the school, you wiped the sweat off my face while I was cleaning off the backboards. Does anybody remember the woman who was wiping the sweat off my face when I was cleaning the backboards in the gym? And then you came to my Garvey lecture in Harlem. And then you came to the FDMG festival. I saw you 5 times. When did we have sex? I saw you 5 times in my life, all public. All public. When were we intimate? When were we ever behind a closed door? Did we go into the bathroom together? Did we meet at a park? Were we ever in the same car? Oh, yes, we were.
Is he asking these questions as if he doesn't remember? How high is he? Because what he wouldn't be able to do is say, I wasn't there, if she can prove he was. What kind of shit is this? What is he doing? It's like you're asking these questions. Did we do this? Did we go to the bathroom? Was we behind the bleachers? Were we in the back seat of a car? Okay, but if she can answer that question, to which it sounded like she did on Tasha K, she answered the question. Now he's mad about it and saying that it's slander. He's insane.
We're in the same car, because after my Garvey Day lecture on August the 17th,
maybe I did something in the
Harlem,
car.
You jumped your fat ass in my back seat when I had to drop the 2 elder queen mothers off. But I dropped you off first. Or I dropped you off second. Either way, I made sure I was not in the car with you by yourself. You know why I made sure that I was not in the car with you by yourself? Because something told me you could not be trusted. So you was defaming my character and slandering my name, but you didn't hesitate. You know why I made sure that I was not in the car with you by yourself? Because
you know why I was not in the car with you by yourself? So you didn't leave her alone in the car. So you were in the car with her, and it was just the 2 of you. Because who else was in the car? If they were the only 2 in the car, who else was in the car? What he's saying is, I was not in the car with you by yourself. But if they weren't the only 2 adults in the car, then he would have said, you know why I was not in the car with you by myself, and you and I weren't alone together. There was a 3rd person. Like, the way he's saying it comes off like he's saying, I didn't leave you in the car by yourself. I was in the car with you. But what does that mean? How does that imply that it was just you 2 or not you 2 in the car? So who was the 3rd adult? Who's the third person in the car?
Something told me you could not be trusted. So you was defaming my character and slandering my name,
Oh my God,
but you didn't hesitate to jump your fat, pregnant, married ass in the back of my car and get dropped off after my Garvey lecture. And then you ran to Tasha K. I'ma tear your ass up when that video drop. You better pray Tasha K don't let that video out. I'ma tear your ass up because you should have never lied and said we was in no relationship. And guess what else I found out? You told sisters we had sex. I never touched your fat ass. You ain't my type. You ain't my type, sweetheart. Your ass is flatter than a Negropean. Excuse me. Your ass is flatter than a European, flatter than a snow bunny. Your ass is flatter than an omelet on Sunday morning. Your ass is flatter than a street freshly paved on a Monday.
But he will get with a snow bunny. I mean, you know, because he will. Because he doesn't care about that.
Morning. You is not my type. You are not 5'5" thick in the thighs. I'm going to tear your ass a new one when that interview drops. She never touched the Shango stick. She never kissed the Shango stick. She never licked the Shango stick.
Yeah.
And she never rode the Shango stick. Do you understand me, my sister? I'm going to say it one more time. She never kissed the Shango stick. She never licked the Shango stick. She never sniffed the Shango stick. And she damn sure didn't.
Who would want to sniff your Shango stick? Umar is a walking Shango himself, okay? He's a whole dickhead. What an asshole he is. Can someone please email me the link to that interview with Tasha K? I don't even know who he's referring to. Because it doesn't sound like he's talking about Lenon. So can someone email me the link if you have it, or if you know what that interview is or who the person is? Just drop it in the chat, because I will do a reaction to that, because there is no way in the world. He's sitting here giving a bunch of word salad because he's mad at the fact that someone's speaking out and more than likely telling the truth, because who reacts like this if they're lying? Who reacts like this if they're lying? He just going on and on and on and on. And he has not really said anything to debunk whatever she said or whatever he thinks she said in the interview. It hasn't dropped yet, but he knows that she said these things that could be possibly slander. How would you know that if you hadn't watched it? He hasn't seen the interview. He said, I'm not going to watch it until it drops. But yet and still, she slandered him somehow. What? Are y'all hearing this? Am I the only one confused? You haven't seen the interview. You say you're going to wait till it drops. But somehow she's already slandered you, and this is how you're reacting. This is crazy. It's like he's telling on himself. Let a hit dog holler. Or, ran over monkey scream. I mean, this is what this is. Ape shit is screaming loud to the heavens. And then talks about he hadn't even seen the interview. So how do you know what she said? It's like he's trying to get ahead of it. And this is how he's doing it. This is so stupid. He is a moron.
There's no way that beautiful African child is mine. Okay, I know I am the Black Christ, but I cannot conceive with a woman without touching her. I understand I am the Messiah of this day and time, but there's no way I can conceive a child unless I go into you. You understand me? Okay, none of my milk got spilled ever with this woman. We was never alone. No milk got spilled, nothing. She ain't kissing, she ain't sniffing, she ain't licking, and she damn sure didn't rob the Shango stick. This scandal involves a woman I never touched. This scandal involves a woman I've never been alone with. This scandal involves a woman who's saying all kinds of things with her pregnant, married ass.
How do you know what she's saying if you hadn't seen the interview yet? And then say you weren't going to see it until it drops on the show? How do you know that?
You 7 months pregnant doing an interview with Tasha K about Dr. Umar. You 7 months pregnant doing an interview with Tasha K about Dr. Umar with your Neanderthal booty, your smashed in booty. You think I want to look at that?
Spit on his chin.
Do you really think I want to bend that over? Do you really think
I want to look at a Europe. You must have a white ancestor because your ass is flatter than an omelet. Your ass, I seen white girls with more jiggle than you.
Proof that he would get with a white girl. Please don't be fooled. This man would sleep with a white woman. Okay, like he will sleep with white women. Because why are you looking at white women if you don't like them? Well, for him to even make that comparison, not Latina or Colombian or Puerto Rican or Filipino. Nope. He said he's seen white girls with more jiggle than you because he looks at white women. He doesn't care what race they are. Let's be honest. The idea of someone smelling his Shango makes you want to throw up. Oh God, we're not in the mood to smell soiled cabbage and all this shit. Why would someone want to smell you? He's a foul scent that you can sense coming a mile away. Like you can smell his ass around the corner before he even hit the driveway. Like he looks like he needs a whole bath. What's hiding in all that fake hair and that toupee and wig up there? It's got to be a colony living in that man unit up there on top of his head. A whole colony. He's got a whole species living in his head. It's disgusting.
I've seen snow bunnies with more plump in they rump than your pregnant. Let me stop.
Dr. Umar made me.
Thank you, Manny.
Dr. Umar made me. Dr. Umar made me. Dr. Umar made me.
Gross. Wow. To be continued. Yeah, that was part 3. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, child. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. Yeah, that was something else. We're gonna be getting in the rest of these series. So the next live, you guys let me know if you want to just tomorrow pick up at part 4 with the War on Black Boys series from Lenon Honor. And I can do a couple of pre-recorded videos on some other clips that I have that I wanted to talk about. The Tabitha and the one with the new video put out by Blacklight? He did it like an animated what if Umar was a South Park character. I want to react to that. So I'm probably just gonna do pre-recorded videos on that. And tomorrow we'll pick up with part 4 and do part 4, 5, and maybe 6, depending on how long they are. But this is something else. Haran said, we on lock. How about stop disrespecting the lady and stop running from the debate? Do Crane Yard's house, AHU, RTUs, and I will prove to you that your boy Umar is a lying, scamming bum. Oh yeah, he's a scammer. Who we on lock? Your fate is better than mine. What? Oh, we on lock. I heard you were Umar bootlicker. Oh man, I would respond to that, but I don't think you have the brain cells to comprehend most of the words that I'm saying. It seems like we unlock. You can only, go up to 2-syllable words. So, what's the point? My fate is better than yours. Okay. My feelings said, fuck out of here. When you can only get past nation, it's 2 syllables. When that's all you can say, all his words are 1 or 2 syllable words. You wouldn't be able to intellectually keep up with me, bro. You wouldn't be able to do that. You're a waste of words. But thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button. Yeah, tell Umar he's still an idiot. That didn't change Umar from being a scammer. Nope. Nothing you say is going to stop Umar from being a lying piece of shit scammer who sits here and obsesses over 16-year-old girls and 4th grade boys at a fireside. I mean, nothing. Nothing at all. The bum is lost with dumb cult followers. He's supposed to be a leader. Yeah. We still want signs of life from his mother. I just sent you an email. Okay, I'll check it. Yeah, how's the home front? Oh, we unlock. Oh no, his little feelings are hurt because he can't get past 2-syllable words. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I handle trolls now. We don't, it is what it is. That South Park parody was hilarious. I have it saved, so I'm gonna do a recorded video. So far, I got Saint saying tomorrow part 4. So put a 1 in the chat if you want to do part 4 through 6 tomorrow for the War on Black Boys feature. We'll have another watch party until we get caught up with those series, and then that way, when Lenon puts out a new video, we can be watching, each new video that he releases. So far, I got 1. So put a 1 in the chat. Part 4 tomorrow. All right, Jimmy's got 3 1s here. So tomorrow we'll do part 4, 5, and 6. I need to see some 1s in this chat, and I need to see that like button hit. That's what I need to see. Do they believe in adultery? But do they believe in adultery? I don't. As child, Umar doesn't care. He doesn't care if the woman was married or not. Don't seem like he was care. SOS, watch out for We Unlock. Don't sweat him, son. Can't read anyway. I know. I don't worry about that. Yeah, he gonna have his little cult followers come up in here. It is what it is. And he ain't the only one. Yeah, We Unlock thinks I'm mad Umar didn't choose me. Yeah, no. We Unlock. Umar can fall into the earth and I will sleep peacefully tonight. At least I will feel better about his mother, getting some help, because holding her hostage in the house and keeping her away from her other children makes him look like the worst dumb demon to ever crawl from the pits of hell. It's so disgusting, and it's scary to think the man does not want anyone to see his mother but him. Like, if there are even caregivers there, they need to say something. It's so crazy. Jimmy said 111. Saint, what's going on? Like, I'm mad about a 50-something-year-old with no car, no home, no school, begging for money, preaches what a black man is, but does not himself reflect those ideas. Exactly. Yep, I'm mad. You know what? And like I said, having seen parts 1 through 3, I'm okay with him not being around children. I'm just not. I'm okay with him being not being around children. I'm not. He's not the type of person I would ever trust around a child. Period. Especially with him saying the things that he says repetitively. He's not saying it. It's not a mistake that he's saying the things that he says. When you say things often and repetitive, all you're doing is showing your train of thought, your thought process. And then he gets jumpy when somebody goes and does an interview with Tasha K. Like he can control that. Once again, Umar, we have what's called constitutional rights and protections here in the United States of America. This is not Haiti. So if you don't like our laws here, then move your black ass to Ghana, and then you can go be there for the rest of your life. But you don't get to infringe upon free speech. You just don't. And before you go calling it slander, you got to prove that it's false. Because judges ain't got time for your nonsense. You going to court crying about stuff. You got to prove it's false. So good luck to that. He's sitting here trying to get ahead of what's happening in an interview he claims he didn't see. Like, dude, you haven't even seen it. Tasha K hasn't even dropped the interview video. What are you crying about? And he's saying to me, I don't get caught up in scandals. That's all he seems to be, is scandalous. Scandalous. It's so gross. He is so gross. So me being concerned about him being around children, me being concerned about, what's going on with his mother, because we just have a soul, and human beings do care about things. We care about people being okay and being safe, having medical treatment. Why won't he let his sibling, like, he should not be dictating whether or not his siblings get to see their own mother. But somehow he thinks that he gets to control that. That's not how that works. He doesn't have the authority to control another human's life like that. And when you have a judge telling you not to be around your own child, this is the stuff that, it's the hypocrisy for me. The brainwashed cult members, some of them are so far gone, they don't think he can do anything wrong. And most of the supporters don't have young children. It's the ones that are like Father Baby Yoda, egging him on. Baby Yoda doesn't have to worry about having a 8-year-old boy go off to his school, though. Charlemagne and Mark Lamont, they would never send their kids to his school. They would never allow their daughters to be around him, knowing that he's talking about 16-year-old developed teenagers. They would never approve of their sisters or their mom or any woman they know going out on a date with him. And they know it. So the fact that you have these grown-ass men whose bills he does not pay, trying to defend him for no reason at all, is what enables his behavior. It enables him to think the things that he says, his thought process, where he 90% of the time talks about sex. I think he has referred to something sexual out of 3 videos. 85% of the 3 videos, that's all he talked about. Something sexual or some sexual nature. Out of parts 1, 2, and 3. But couldn't give a financial plan on how he's going to go about generating revenue to open a school. When you're talking about 16-year-olds' butts, or whether or not a child's coming into school with the same drawers, but you can't sit down and explain how you spent money that was given and contributed to a school, the concept of a school, you can't even prove that you are the owner of the buildings. Because that's not what the deeds say, Umar. You and FDMG LLC are 2 separate entities. Your name would have to be listed on that deed. That's in the video I did on the comparison between FDMG and LeBron James I Promise School. Your name would have to be listed as an individual for you to be an owner or to consider yourself to be an owner. You're not even on the deed. So you don't own the building. And that's the thing. Simple, just reading that stuff and looking at it helps you to understand, he's lying his ass off when he says that. He can't show where contribution dollars are being spent. He still hasn't said why these accounts were allegedly frozen and somehow they're now up and running. Okay. To me, in my mind, maybe he started new bank accounts. Maybe he just went and opened 2 different new accounts. And I don't even think it's 2. I think it's 1 account and he just says it's for the school. Because he has no other job. What does the revenue look like coming from his book sales and t-shirts and tours and all that? I mean, he could easily be putting all of that money into 1 account. How would anyone know? The fact that he won't even report revenue on his tax statements, on the tax forms, the 990 tax forms consistently, he's trying to fool the IRS. And that's the last agency you want to piss off. But that's how dumb he is. They put Al Capone in prison for many, many years. What the FBI could not do, the IRS did. And they did it with a smile on their face. And it's going to be the same way with Umar. The IRS will come for you. And one thing you will not be able to do is outsmart them when it comes to numbers. They know what you put down on those tax forms. You can't sit here and say you've done everything right when you've had a cease and desist order issued against you from the entire state of Pennsylvania. That's the stuff that, just simple reading. And you got these enablers sitting here catering to his ego. And they're grown men. He don't pay their bills and they don't have to pay his. And he could care less about them at all. Let them say something that he doesn't like. And then next thing you know, he'll be calling them Dr. Bussy number 2 or whatever. He attacks Lenon relentlessly. And guess what? Lenon continues on with putting out the facts and putting out the truth. He never had any intention of opening a school. If he can't even put down a business plan and show financially how that's going to happen, he never had any intention of taking that seriously. And he doesn't welcome help. So, no, You bring people into the situation, now you got to explain to them, because the average person is going to ask questions. Then he would have to explain to them why he has no business plan or proposal or anything. He won't even prove that he has vendors doing anything to the school building itself. You need electricians and plumbers and AC tech vacs. You need someone that can treat that mold. He has not presented one receipt that he has paid a vendor to do anything in that school building. He hasn't shown any receipt on anything that has been purchased for the renovation of those buildings to turn it into a school. And the ultimate question being, how are you going to generate any revenue to pay the teachers? They're not going to work there for free. How's the school going to be accredited? How do you get through the legal hurdles when it comes to the anti-discrimination laws because it's only for black boys? How do you explain that in the court of law? This is the stuff that he does. He doesn't think that hard about it because he knows he's not serious about it. People who are serious about something like that, they get a team of people around them to help them with those issues. Like LeBron James and Jalen Rose. They get attorneys to help them. And what they have and what they built from the ground up, Umar didn't have to build those buildings from the ground up. Those buildings were acquired and they were already formatted and designed to be a school. They were previously a school. If he was serious about it, he would have had donors and sponsors come in, add money to the pot, got the school renovated, kept receipts, had things in order, had an HR department, finance department. I mean, not even one staff or a teacher can be listed. He doesn't even have a school website. See, I can't. How do you take that seriously when you don't have a school website, Umar? And to his brainwashed cult members, where's the school website? No school website at all. And come on now. I said all of that in that video. You guys make sure you check out the video analysis of the, comparison between FDMG and I Promise School that LeBron James built from the ground up. And he has multiple locations. And he has major sponsors. Because that's how you do it. That's how it's done. It's insane. Umar doesn't need to be around children. The way he talks, he's so disgusting. Skeeter said one. Haran, I hope I'm saying your name right. Forgive me if I'm not. Said one. Many up in the house. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is something else. The Pancake Man. Shout out to you all. Some new folks coming in here. Shout out to you, Ryan. This clown charging $100 on his OnlyFans. Yuck. I know, right? What's going on? Hey, GB, how you doing? What's happening? Hello there, you. What's going on? Last agency, yeah, the IRS gonna catch his ass. IRS gonna take his ass down. And you guys know you can file a complaint with the IRS using tax form 13909. I pulled that up previously when we did the live with Lene. So if you guys if you given any money that was specifically for the school or the concept of the school opening, and he doesn't want to show you where those contribution dollars went, and I've shown you all his website where he's got these contribution packages. I mean, it's a pyramid scheme. It screams pyramid scheme, right? But if you ever want to file a complaint, you can use that tax form 13909, and that allows you to file a complaint against nonprofit organizations to the IRS. Because with a 501c3, the IRS has to grant you that status. You don't just automatically receive it simply because you want to open a school up. You have to apply with the IRS for that. So file a complaint to them and use that tax form. You guys check out the video where we did the interview with Lene Stacks, and she was able to come on and just tell us about her experiences. And man, it was a great show. Almost 3 hours. Great conversation. I did pull up that tax form and some other resources to, file a complaint. I mean, he won't let the police do a wellness check. Stay on top of it. Keep, making those requests out. Hopefully his family continue to notify the police. We need our mother. We need to see our mother. He thinks he owns a human being and he doesn't. He's crazy. Body odor issues. Like, did you leave? He probably did. I don't know. Umar has net turner feet. The island of me. What's going on? It really doesn't matter what he owns or doesn't, or what he's working on or not. The fact of the matter is that Umar has proven himself to be someone who should not be in charge of or teach children. Exactly. Witty kitties. I bet he has no fans. Ugh. You'd be surprised. That's so sad. All right, y'all. Tomorrow we're doing parts 4 through 6. I want you guys to come with your Kool-Aid and your popcorn and your bottled water, and Dr. CB is gonna have his vegetables and fruit. We're gonna have a great show tomorrow as well. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. We do have a $25 goal each live stream, but sometimes we hit it, sometimes we don't. But either way, thank you guys so much for just hitting the like button and coming in. We had hit, I think, 110 viewers in the stream, so that is fantastic. Make sure you guys check out the video analysis, check out the interview with Lene. Great content, great information as well. I pull up information in real time. And hit the like button, and make sure you engage in the chat as well in those videos. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. The information, it took me a couple weeks to get that together, but I wanted to do it right, and I wanted to make sure it was informative and it flowed well so that you guys can keep up with and understand. Thank you so much, GB. Hit the like button. And tomorrow we will go live. I have it set for 8 p.m. I think, or 9 p.m. I think, but I'll push it up to 8 if it's at 9, because I want to make sure we have time so you guys can still, I have to work still a regular job, so don't want to have you guys up too late. But hit the like button on the way out. Check the description of the video for the Dr. Squash products. Somebody order some soap and send it over to Stank Funky Ape Shit and tell him from Lady Luck Club with love or hate or whatever. You can kiss my ass. I don't care. But I appreciate all of you all. My apologies to all of the members. We will do a members only live stream on Sunday. Pick up with our Spanish course. We're learning Spanish, y'all. We're learning Spanish. And then next week, I will be dropping the link in the members only so we can engage in conversation and practice what we're reading and learning and start talking and speaking Spanish. And then we're going to go to the next language. We're going to keep going. So shout out to all of you, to my mods. Thank you so much. To the members, thank you so much. I cannot do this without you all. And until the next one, you guys have a good night. Lady Luck Club out. Deuces.